My name is James Ebert, and I'm with A Story Journey Through South Carolina's Mysterious Past. Tonight, we're here at Terror Under the Bridge. Terror Under the Bridge is a non-profit haunted house, which is run by Luke Anderson, who's here with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome, Luke.
Luke Anderson, here with Terror Under the Bridge. Thank you guys for being here. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Terror Under the Bridge. We open up October 27th, which is a Thursday, and we'll be running through October 31st, which is Halloween, on a Monday night. Tickets are $10. Proceeds benefit Fostering Hope, and doors open at 7 p.m. and will be open until 11 p.m. or until we stop selling tickets.
Luke, we'd like to ask you a few questions on Terror Under the Bridge. How did this all get started?
Well, my friend Gene and I, we ran a haunted house whenever we were in high school, and then we played around with a couple of trails after we finished high school. And we decided we were going to take this pretty seriously. And we started looking around for a building, and we found the Lower River Warehouse on the Riverwalk in Conway and said, this is it. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. So we started 6 years ago, and we've been making it better and better and building ever since.
Great. I understand that this is a nonprofit organization?
Proceeds benefit Fostering Hope. We do take money and invest it back into the haunted warehouse. But proceeds benefit Fostering Hope. The first couple of years, the proceeds went to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. So we're always interested in giving back to the community, and especially children's charities.
Okay. And how can the community get involved in this?
Well, we always need actors and volunteers to help control the crowd, or sell tickets or guides, or scare people inside. And one of the benefits is that it's a great way to get community service credit.
Great, great. And how do you find sponsors for this?
We try to find those natural fits. Like this year we have Spirit Halloween. They're an obvious one with their resources. And Duplicates Inc. in Conway has always done all of our printing from the very first year. So they've been a huge help. And after that, we've had a lot of sponsors over the years. One year we had Play and Trade. They came and set up a zombie video game, shoot 'em up, for people that are waiting in line to be able to do that. So it's pretty fun.
Great. And you said you've been here for approximately 6 years at this location.
Mm-hmm.
From what we understand, we've heard that there have been sometimes some strange goings on here, that it may or may not possibly have a few spirits going on besides the ones that you hire. Anything you can say about that?
I can, and there are some things that have happened that I can't explain. You can say I'm maybe not a doubter and maybe not a believer, but I can only tell what I've experienced, and people can gather what they want from that.
Can you possibly show us some areas where you've felt a little uneasy, or someone's watching you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to.
All right. Thank you. Is there any interesting stories that you could tell that may have happened here?
Well, we started off our first year, and we quickly realized that we were going to need a system, because you would hear noises that often. That if I was in here by myself, and my friend Gene that runs it with me had gone to the store to go get something, we would have all the doors closed. You would hear the footsteps, hear something moving around so much where you'd say, "Hey Gene, glad you're back from the store. Did you bring whatever it was?" And no answer. You'd walk around, all the doors are still closed, and you're in here by yourself. So we said, always close the doors. And whenever you open the door, announce yourself so you know you're not alone anymore.
Yeah. And any areas that you can speak about that may have had some activity?
Yeah, I actually got a room that a lot of actors refuse to work in anymore, and usually I end up working in it because they're so scared of it.
So can you show us the area where the activity was?
Absolutely, follow me. So, I was in the corner of the room, and on the opposite corner was a fog machine that is steadily pumping fog throughout the room. There's an actor in the other room, and him and I can have eye contact through a mirror. Well, over the course of the night, he kept getting scareder and scareder and refused to come in this room to go take a break. He would always take the long way around. So I finally asked him about it, and he said, "You don't see the fog moving?" And I really never paid attention to it. It's an old drafty building. So then the next time, I'm sitting here, and I'm watching the fog, and it just blows through on its way into that room. The doors, the windows should make the drafts go that way. And then it doesn't happen the same way all the time. It happens irregularly. And he refused to come in here, and a lot of actors have felt the cold chills. It's something about this area that they don't want any part of.
Well, I kind of don't blame them. Is there any other area around here?
Well, it's mostly concentrated on this end of the building. I mean, to the point of you think that a hammer has fallen. It's such a loud knock. And so you go to pick up the hammer that's obviously fallen on the other side of the wall, and it's not there because nothing's fallen. It's just a knock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is there any other places in this building where the actors or people feel more uneasy or experience anything?
There are, and I can always judge where the worst places are is by where the actors don't want to go. So
Okay.
it's over here in this dark corner, and it's one of the more natural places for you to place an actor, but it's one of the places that they never want to stay for very long. The longer they stay there, the more uncomfortable they get, the colder it gets, the more they get goosebumps and their hair raises all over their body, and they just don't want to stay there for very long. There's something about the place that they do not like.
And that's this corner right over here.
This corner right here.
That's understandable. I mean, I can see why. During the time period when we were over in the other section, as we were talking and I was facing this direction, I could actually see something move from the left-hand side of this window pane to the right-hand side. As I moved closer into the investigation of this, I looked down, and unless this person was at least 15 feet tall and could walk on water, there's no way that anybody could have walked by this window. Well, I'd like to thank Luke Anderson for allowing us to come out here and visit the warehouse for Terror Under the Bridge and for giving us such an interesting story.
Thank you guys very much for coming.
Again, Luke, if you could tell the people out there dates and times and ticket prices.
Absolutely. We're open October 27th through Halloween, and tickets are $10 and doors open at 7 p.m. and we're open until 11.
Make sure you come out. It's for a worthy cause and a good scare. So Luke, could you tell us a little bit about the building and the history of this place?
Well, the Lower River Warehouse, a lot of people think of it as the Peanut Warehouse. This is the older sister of the Peanut Warehouse. The Peanut Warehouse is actually on land. The Lower River Warehouse is on the river and was built in the 1880s. It was built so that boats could come and unload their goods, their livestock straight into the warehouse. And it's a lot easier to unload live pigs and then slaughter them inside and then sell the meat on the other side. So it's been used as a warehouse, as a slaughterhouse. It's sat empty, from what I understand, for around 40 years. And it's just recently been renovated and kind of brought up to where it's a great location, like a rustic wedding or wedding reception or something like that. And we used the natural charm of the building and said we can transform this into the best haunted house in the area.
Well, again, we'd like to thank you for allowing us to come out and view your haunted house, and hope everything goes good for you.
I look forward to seeing everybody in there.